control issuing instructions. Here we go. We'll try this again. Sato and Hinchcliffe. And we are green in Detroit.
Sato got a little bit of a jump on the field.
Look at this from about 5th place.
And
Will Power up the inside. Contact with Newgarden. Graham Rahal is collected.
Well, there goes that.
Gosh, will Josef Newgarden ever get any luck?
Justin Wilson there, yeah.
Graham, you still running?
Those are 3 really good cars are now out of the race.
Capital going to neutral.
So it looks like Graham Rahal can get his car in reverse, but the guy behind him, Justin Wilson, is stalled.
Yeah. And Kimball in a different part of the track.
Well, first the start was waved off. Then when they actually did go green, they got about 3/4 into it. They got 3 wide for a spot, and it went wrong. That's Will Power up the inside.
Everybody going for the same piece of real estate. Will Power, as you mentioned, on the inside, trying to get some movement there. Comes in just a little touch of the wheels with Josef Newgarden, sends him sideways. So for Will Power, very aggressive move. He didn't pay the price.
And the other 3 cars did. 4 cars did.
And you saw Charlie Kimball in the back section there smartly avoid it and just go down the escape road. Now let's watch here from the top. You can see Will Power sliding on the inside, trying to pass quite a few cars, but there's not room for him when he gets there. Looks like he probably could have run a bit of a tighter line, guys, to be honest with you.
Caught that curb. Here's Graham Rahal's view.
So he's getting a good run here, turns in, expects to be okay, and then in front of him, he's got nowhere to go.
So Will just moved Newgarden out of the line, and Rahal had no place to go.
Graham trying to drive back. Bits and pieces of wing left scattered around the corner. So some controversy here in the early laps as Will Power made a 3 wide move down to turn 3 on the inside, hopped a curb, slid out and collected 3 others. Power just on and off the pit lane, along with a number of others here in this first caution.
It was a very successful move up to the point where he got to the curb, and then everybody just ran out of room, and it cost 3 cars.
But you know from driving these things just like I do that it's your responsibility that when you get down to the turn to make sure there's room there for you. And he obviously knew everybody's coming into the apex, so that's going to be something I'm sure that's reviewed by race control.
I think it's a very tough call, though, to penalize him for that.
So Power on and off pit road and now lines up in 13th.
Oh, it was pretty much stopped. Just he jumped across me. I mean, there was plenty of room outside.
But see, and I don't agree with that, because by the time he got to the center, he opened up his arc. When you go into like that and there's traffic on the outside of you, you've got to keep the car tight to the curb and follow that around a little bit more. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
And the other thing that stuck out to me, you drivers tell me, but when he hopped the curb, that's going to throw your car to the left in a right-hand turn, correct?
This is a perfect view to see what happened from when he hit the curb.
So dives down the inside, which is fine. Catches a few guys, maybe going a little slower than when he thinks they should be going. But right there, up and over the curb, and the curb sends him out a little bit. But you got to know that you don't have enough room when you get on the inside there. It's the driver's responsibility for getting there. And I know you're looking at me like I'm...
No, but his job is to pass cars. He did get to a certain point. He probably could have tightened the radius a little bit more.
Right.
And Newgarden probably could have gotten out of throttle a little bit. I think it's very hard to penalize him for that.
So Newgarden should let him go past.
No, but his job is to defend,
like, are you crazy?
And Powers is to attack. That's
okay.
That's probably how the 2 different drivers involved feel about it as well.
I think
Rick.
so.
Go ahead, Rick.
Well, Graham Rahal's got the car in the pits. The original goal was to come into a quick stop, let him pack up again, and then bring him in for another quick stop. However, they have a problem with the gearbox. As a result, they've been working on that. Looks like they're going to send him back out, although they're still not totally sure that they have everything solved at this point. They've got some body damage issues in the back, a lot of problems. But their goal is to get him out and try to at least trying to keep him caught up so it maybe stay at least a lap within the leaders. Jamie?
And Josef Newgarden pitted as well. They put a new wing on there and sticker blacks. And he went back out, and he too wants to get that lap back, but he said something is still wrong. He said they feel that the suspension is okay, but something else is wrong. Let's go to Doc.
And Justin Wilson came in after having the best finish he's had all year yesterday. Had to come in and replace the front wing. They changed the tires from reds to blacks, took a look at the tires, and made no other adjustments. Thought the suspension was okay, just heavy damage in the front wing, but he's back there and feels like he's got plenty of time to get where he needs to be.
These cars are very delicate. They're very fast. They're very fine.
Will Power, drive-through penalty, contact.
In English,
disagree with
that means you were right.
Can you say that again? I just need to be able to hear that. The interesting thing.
So Scott Dixon running third. Graham Rahal finished second yesterday. He will not do so today. Rick?
Well, such a great race yesterday, such a frustrating start to this one. I'm just going to assume the damage from that first lap, that first incident was too much. Explain.
Yeah, I mean, what happened was when we got into it, I got a great start. I got by about 5 guys. And I saw Newgarden. I knew there were 2 inside, but I didn't know who the other one was. I guess it was Power. And I saw Newgarden start to turn in, so I thought, okay, I'm clear. I'll just start to go. The next thing I know, Power just drilled him and hit him straight into me, and I T-boned him then. And when I got hit from behind, it broke the gear sensor. And when it does that, these cars can't run. It's all electronic, so the car wouldn't go into gear at all. And that's why we had to come back and try to fix the loom. But the guys just, unfortunately, we couldn't fix it, properly. But they did a phenomenal job, only losing 7 laps. But unfortunately, these things happen. I mean, it's luck, it's just the way things go. I was trying to build upon yesterday. National Guard guys had a great day, and hey, I don't know, man. Just got to keep our chin up and go, but we'll be all right.
That's exactly all he can do. Once again, a great finish yesterday. Just a frustrating day today.
So Graham Rahal out, Sebastian Saavedra out after wall contact earlier in the race. Those the only 2 drivers out of this race.
Just fantastic.
You had to come back from an early penalty. What happened early in the race when you made that move on the inside?
Yeah, I went up the inside, and I don't think Joseph saw me. It wasn't a very hard hit, and I'd have to see the replay to kind of comment on, what the call was.
Okay, Will Power finishing in second spot here after winning yesterday. Let's go to Rick.